Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be making some white chocolate chip cranberry oatmeal cookies. Another long name for a cookie, but again, these are so delicious. So I have almost all of my ingredients measured out, so you might want to do that too because this recipe has a little more ingredients. So go ahead and gather all your ingredients together and then I'll meet you back here. I have my butter that's been softened. It's been sitting out, and so I'm going to put that into my mixer. So I'm going to need 1 cup of butter. So that's going to be 2 cubes of butter. Next, I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar. Pour that in, and 1/4 cup of granulated white sugar. So we're going to give this a mix. We'll let that all come together. I'm going to get my eggs ready so that once this is mixed up a little bit more, I can just plop my eggs right in. So let me show you this how this looks. It came up mixing up nice and fluffy. So next I'm going to add my eggs, and I'm going to add 2 eggs. Oh, okay, there we go. Get my eggs in there, and we're going to mix that up. Okay, next I'm going to get ready to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla. There we go. Then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of molasses. Molasses is what we would use to make our gingerbread cookies. Okay. That is all combined, looking good. I'm going to use a spatula and I'm going to scrape down the sides of my bowl. And then I'm going to give it another mix. There we go. Okay, so that's mixing up. We're going to just let that sit to the side for a minute. Next, I'm going to get my dry ingredients ready. So I have 1.5 cups of flour, already all measured out. And then I have some nutmeg, some cinnamon, some baking soda, and some salt. And that's all been measured out. And I'm going to pour that just into my dry ingredients. We're going to give that a little mix with the spoon. Oop, making a mess with the molasses. That's okay. That's part of baking, right? Might get a little bit messy. Okay. So we have our wet ingredients. We have our dry ingredients. Next, we are going to put the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Now remember, we always kind of do it a little slow, right? So if I just turn it on right now, my flour is just going to go everywhere. We don't want that to happen. So, almost happened. While this is mixing, I'm going to get 3 cups of oats. How many of you have oatmeal in the morning for breakfast? Do you ever have that? That's a favorite in our house. And that's 2 cups right there, and then 1 more is 3. There's my batter now, ready for me to add the oats. And then I'm also going to add the cranberries and the white chocolate chips. So I'm going to measure out 1 cup of white chocolate chips. that in also. And then I have my cranberries in here. I'm going to scoop out about 1 cup of dried cranberries. And if you had dried cherries or dried blueberries, you could put that in too. But I really like dried cranberries. Okay. Ooh, it's heavy. There's a lot of stuff in there. So I'm just going to let that mix up for a minute. And voila, there's your dough. So this is another dough that we're going to need to chill before we bake it. So I'm going to just wrap this up in plastic wrap, stick it in the fridge for a couple hours, and then we'll come back and we'll bake them. All right, hope you enjoyed that recipe. See you in a little bit. Hi everyone, I've taken out my dough. It's been chilling overnight. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get little chunks and I'm going to roll it into a ball and place it on a cookie sheet with some parchment paper. So you can go ahead and do that. Make sure your hands are washed. I've already washed mine. And you're just going to roll them up and put them on your cookie tray until it's all full. Okay? So I'll see you back in a few minutes for that. I have my cookies all ready to bake, and I'm going to put them in the oven and I'm going to bake them for about 12 to 14 minutes on 350 degrees.